we decided to take that first step in getting those leafy greens on our plates. Excellent. But how do we know what to look for when choosing these greens, or if they're clean and ready to eat? I'm Kaylee Kreitcher, a Medical City Healthcare dietetic intern, and throughout this video, I'd like to discuss what to look for when choosing these greens and a couple of food safety related tips on how to properly clean and store them. So let's get started. Choose greens that are brightly colored and free from any yellow or brown spots. Additionally, make sure that the greens coming home with you are firm and able to hold their shape upright, not soggy and wilted. And lastly, check the stems of your greens, ensuring that they're firm, crisp, and moist. An excellent way to test this is to simply snap the stem and listen for that good break. When washing your leafy greens, be sure not to use kitchen appliances such as the dishwasher or other appliances such as your washing machine. Some have tried to use these to get a real thorough rinse or dry, but there's likely chemical residues in there from the detergents which could end up on your leafy greens. And we don't want that, as those aren't meant for consumption. Washing them in your kitchen sink will do the job just fine. Start by having clean, freshly washed hands that have been washed with warm running water and soap for at least 20 seconds. Next, take your leafy green, being sure to spot any areas that have dirt or maybe bugs. This could be particularly tricky to find in the crevices of the leaves, so keep a wary eye out for these areas. Next, turn on your water and start to gently massage the greens to get rid of any of these residues. Again, be sure to be real thorough in the crevices of these leaves. After you've thoroughly rinsed your leaves, give a gentle shake to get rid of any excess water. Lastly, place them on a dry, clean kitchen towel, and once all of your leaves are finished, you can either grab another kitchen towel or paper towels and pat them dry. Make sure your leafy greens are fairly dry before storing them, since excess moisture can promote bacterial growth as well as enhance their spoilage. For leafy greens with stems, such as these collards, and if you have space in your refrigerator, you can store them similar to how flowers may be displayed in a vase. You'll just need a wide mouth jar, like this, filling it just enough with water at the bottom so that the bottom of the stems are submerged in the water, and then a large plastic bag to cover the top of the leaves, and a rubber band to secure it to the jar. Now, if you're a little short on refrigerator space, or you have these leafy greens that don't have stems, this is a little bit of an easier method. Simply place your dried greens on a paper towel and roll them up, like so. And then place this in either a large plastic bag or an airtight container. You can also freeze your greens by blanching them. In other words, submerge them quickly in boiling water, and then right afterwards, quickly submerge them in cold water, and then dry them and follow this paper towel method once again, placing them in an airtight container or a large Ziploc bag and placing them in the freezer. When using this freezing method, these greens can last for about 8 to 12 months, but if you're placing them in the refrigerator for storage through this jar method or the paper towel method, they're good for roughly 3 to 5 days, so do be sure to try to incorporate them into your meals within that time frame. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you were able to learn something new. Now that you know how to choose, clean, and store your own leafy greens, I encourage you to go visit a nearby garden or grocery store and put these skills to work.